Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us here online and on News Center Maine Plus. I'm meteorologist Ryan Breton with a look at this clipper system that's coming through. These usually aren't big storms, but this one gets a little juiced up as it comes in late tonight into Thursday morning. So winter weather advisories are up for most of interior Maine and New Hampshire, but there is a winter storm warning for the Central Highlands and parts of the county. This, as we've been showing for several days, will be the area that gets the most snow. Many places in this region getting up over 6 inches. The timing, the unfortunate thing here, and that it does impact the Thursday morning commute. Second to the rain and snow will be the wind. We'll have a gusty southerly wind for a little while early Thursday morning, say between about 4 a.m. and 8 or 9 a.m. on parts of the mid-coast and down east. So a wind advisory has been issued for a few power outages from wind. That wind will also drive the rain-snow line inland for a time. We'll likely change to rain for a little while Thursday morning in Bangor and in much of eastern Maine, and then may see a change back over to snow later in the storm. So this is the radar as of Wednesday evening at about 6:30. Leading edge of some flurries and very light snow getting into Maine. The storm system itself isn't all that impressive right now, but the precip shield will fill in as it crosses through into Thursday morning. Now behind the storm, there will be cold and there will be wind for all of us on Friday, and we'll have wind chills during the day on Friday that are the coldest we've felt so far this winter season, this young meteorological winter season. Temperatures as of 6:30 Wednesday evening, most of us are near or below freezing in central and northern Maine, a bit above freezing in southern Maine. And I point this out because the water temperature is 48 degrees. And for a while tonight and into Thursday morning, the wind will be coming in out of the south. That's not a favorable wind direction for all snow at the coast, especially on the mid-coast and down east, where more of that wind blows in off the relatively warm water. So you'll see that here in the timeline. We'll go hour by hour. By 9 o'clock tonight, we have some snow showers developing in central and western Maine. I think it's really toward about 11 or midnight, though, that the precipitation fills in a bit more. We'll have fairly widespread snow inland, but already seeing signs of that warming at the coast. With the wind coming in off the water, we'll be mixing with or just plain rain within about 5 miles of the mid-coast and southern Maine around midnight tonight. Later tonight, that rain-snow line may drive inland, perhaps all the way to Augusta, around 2, 3 in the morning. And we'll see the same thing play out around Bangor as we approach sunrise, with that rain-snow line going inland for a while. Plain rain on a lot of the mid-coast and down east, 6 o'clock in the morning. But once that wind starts to turn around and come a bit more off the land, we may get the rain-snow line right to the immediate coast in southern Maine Thursday morning. So the bottom line for travel is that if you're in the rain, it's probably not much of a problem Thursday morning, but you may not have to go far inland in southern and central Maine to be running into accumulating snow with slippery, slushy, snow-covered roads during the morning commute. And certainly inland and up in the mountains where it's all snow, the morning commute will be impacted in that way. Now by 9 o'clock, the steadiest precipitation moving into central and eastern Maine, the rain-snow line near Bangor and certainly snowing north of Bangor at that point. And in southern Maine, the last of the steady precipitation coming in. So things should really improve late morning toward about noontime. Most areas drying out except over northern Maine at that point. But separate from the precipitation shield itself, we'll likely have some snow showers and snow squalls developing Thursday afternoon on the leading edge, I should say, to that Arctic air that comes in for Friday. So a few of these snow showers in the afternoon could briefly coat the roads. I don't think they'll be widespread, but there probably will be a few out there during the afternoon and early evening on Thursday that could drop an additional coating of snow in some spots. And the snow will continue in the upslope areas of the mountains, perhaps piling up to another few inches Thursday night in the higher elevations where the skiers hang out. So that's some good news for them. As far as our snowfall forecast, if you've been with us all week, this has really not changed at all. We're forecasting an inch or less of accumulation along the coastline where we do see that mixing with and change over to plain rain. And that may even go up a bit more in down east Maine, where that rain-snow line gets driven in a bit farther inland. But over southern Maine, York and Cumberland counties, a good part of this area gets at least 1 to 3 inches, including Sanford, Spago Lake area, New Gloucester, Gray, Lewiston, Auburn, Augusta, and Waterford Waterville, and then you get on the other side of 95, and that's where we stay all snow, and the amounts do pile up more. 3 to 5 inches in the western mountains, 5 to 8 inches of snow in the central highlands up into Aroostook County. And again, some of the mountaintops could get even a bit more than this when you add snow on top of that falls Thursday evening and Thursday night. So the storm gets wound up in the Maritimes, and behind it, it's cold and windy on Friday. We'll have wind gusts 30 to 40 miles per hour at times on Friday. The wind relaxes on Saturday, but it's still a cold day. It should be dry on Saturday. And then another clipper system comes in for Sunday, but this one is weaker. It looks like we'll probably at least have some snow showers Saturday night into Sunday, and there could be some minor accumulation. Not a big storm, but maybe some coatings to an inch or two in spots where these snow showers move through on Sunday. The wind chills on Friday behind the storm are going to be bitter. 9 o'clock in the morning, feeling like the single digits below 0 north, above 0 south, and it really doesn't get much better through the day. During the warmest part of the day on Friday, it'll be below 0 for wind chills in the mountains and only in the teens farther south. If you're thinking of doing some skiing on the fresh snow on Friday, not only will it be quite cold, the wind may impact some of the lifts at resorts in Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine on Friday, especially with some of the gusts that get up over 30 or 40 miles per hour. So Saturday is probably your better day for skiing. Even though it will be cold, the wind will not be as intense on Saturday. Still a little gusty, but nothing like it'll be on Friday. Marine forecast seas will be running 2 to 3 feet on Thursday. The wind does pick up in the afternoon and evening, and a gale watch is up for Thursday night into Friday because of the strong winds behind the storm. So again, the bulk of the precipitation coming in overnight into Thursday morning. Travel should be much better in most spots by late morning and lunchtime. Snow squall possible in the afternoon and evening, separate from the storm. Cold and windy for Friday, partly sunny on Saturday. A few snow showers are possible on Sunday, and then warmer air actually does try to move back in early next week, but that might come with a mix of snow and rain inland and probably just plain rain closer to the coast Monday night into Tuesday. That's our forecast. Thanks for joining us here online. We'll have updates for you tonight on News Center Maine at 11, and Todd Guttner's in with Storm Center tomorrow morning.